Yeah, I wanted to do this video because it's recently gone kind of viral, pretty viral. And there's a whole lot of craziness with it. But this is we'll play it, right? We'll play this video. Let's check this video out.
Hey guys, so Doordash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working. I was literally working, and they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while door dashing. They just fired me, and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money to pay my bills. Hey guys.
So, what do you guys think, right? Watching this video, it seems bad, right? She got SA'd while doing DoorDash. She reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash fired her, banned her from her account. Sounds terrible, right? Oh my God, I feel so bad for her. Okay? I made a video on this on my TikTok, just explaining that, you know what? It's like, it's terrible. That's what happened to her, right? Someone SA'd her, right? While she's on the job. And then she was punished for it. I'm like, that is terrible. Women do not deserve to get SA'd. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. And, crazy that she's getting punished by it. That's insane. And what I said is that, so this is the result of feminism, right? You put your heart and soul into a job, a career woman, right? Focus on work instead of, focusing on a man, a husband, and a family. This is what women trade off with. Right? That's what I said in my TikTok. Okay, I focused on the, her losing her job part. So, but I didn't realize how big, insufficient data. I didn't realize how big of a story this would have been. All right, so let's continue, because look at on the surface by this one video. Wow, it's crazy what's happening to her, right? SA'd on the job. So let's listen.
You guys, my account is currently at risk of being banned because I had to explain my story one time, right? They took the video down and gave my account a strike. So I explained my story again and censored the video that I have just so they can't take it down for the same reason. They took it down for the same reason again, and now my account has a second strike. Guess what? If I get one more strike, I'm banned from TikTok. So not only did I get assaulted 3 days ago on October 12th on Sunday, I then lost my job. The police are doing nothing. And if I get one more account strike on TikTok, 3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a Doordash customer while I was doing my job as a Doordash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer, and then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter, and TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. And this is the only justice I'm getting, because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. So what? So what? You're gonna take down my videos and give me strikes and just expect me to be like, oh, I just better shut up. I just better sit here and be quiet. I just better not say anything else. I've lost my job, my only way to pay my bills and make a living. I've also gotten assaulted, and the police are doing nothing to help me. So let me just shut up. You know, the videos got taken down. Nobody has to know what happened to me. No, I'm going to keep telling my story. Like, this is the only justice I'm getting, is exposing this man and having posted that video and it has gone viral. Like, now he can live with shame and embarrassment if people have seen it and knows who he is or where he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one being punished. He's not getting in trouble with the police. He didn't lose his job if he has one. Like, what's going on with him? Why am I getting fired? Why are my videos getting taken down? And why am I getting strikes? Like, I'm about to lose my account. I was assaulted. I'm the victim. I lost my job. I'm the victim. Right? Is this making sense to any fucking body? 3 days ago, October.
You were the fucking victim? Did you, let's play this again. Let's play this fucking shit again, right? Let's break this shit down.
12, 2025.
I mean, this, Dizzy see it too. Dizzy sees it, right?
I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver.
A victim of SA. Sexual assault. Assault.
Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door.
The order to be left at the front door. Leave my fucking food there.
When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on. And they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
Where's the assault in that? Where's the assault in that? Someone's asleep, nude, in their own fucking house. Where's the assault? Where's the assault?
I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes.
And you recorded him naked. You recorded this man naked, asleep. You recorded a sleeping man naked. And you posted him fucking online.
But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to.
You don't know why? You posted this man's nudes online. You doxed him too. She said that she posted his address. She said that she posted this man online. Literally, she posted him online. That man is the victim. DoorDash banned his account for what? Sleeping naked? Literally, she got him banned. He's the victim. She recorded him nude, right? Without his consent. She doxed him, right? She said that she put out his information online. And she got him fucking banned on DoorDash. He's the fucking victim. This right here. Okay? You would think if you watch the first video, oh my God, she was assaulted. Oh my, and then she got fired. So poor her. But when you fucking listen, she recorded this man nude while he was asleep in his own fucking house. Right? In his own fucking house, she recorded this man nude. She recorded him and then got him banned off of Doordash. He's the fucking victim. It's like, and then you wonder why this whole believe all women is bullshit. False allegation, right? If you listen to the first video, you would assume this man is guilty, right? You would assume this man sexually assaulted her. You would believe this man is guilty. By the first video, you would believe this man is guilty, right? And the comment section did that. Her comment section said this man was terrible. Her comment section said, "Oh, we should boycott DoorDash." For fucking what? Right? False allegation is true. Here, and this is why I'm sorry, why innocent but until proven guilty is the thing. This is why men do not believe all women. This is why. This is shit like this hurts actual victims. And women, and not enough women, the majority of women are not calling the shit out. The majority of women are indulging this insanity. Because shit like this hurts actual SA victims. Actual victims. And this is why. This is why men don't believe that shit. This is why men don't believe this shit. Oh, did you? Did you get SA? She got SA by seeing a man naked while he's asleep in his own fucking house. That is SA? That shit is SA? Are you fucking kidding me? Where women are actually, right? Actually assaulted physically. Okay? They are physically assaulted. Violently assaulted. And this woman is muddling that shit up, right? Mixing that shit up with her bullshit. Shit like this destroys the credibility of other women. You wonder why cops don't like. She said she went to the cops, right? Another bullshit story that goes to the cops, and then you wonder why police do not believe all women. You say that why don't police believe women? Because of shit like this. Because of shit like this, police don't believe women. Right? How can, she come to a police officer and say, "Oh my God, I saw this man naked asleep in his own house. He SA'd me." Oh, did he touch you? No, he didn't touch me, but he was asleep naked. He assaulted me. Oh, did he wake up and touch you? No, he didn't wake up and touch me. He didn't wake up and touch me, but he still assaulted me. How the fuck did he assault you?
Explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter, and TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. And this is the only justice I'm getting, because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. So what? You're gonna take down my videos and give me...
Yeah, the police aren't doing shit because you watched somebody in their own fucking house, right? You recorded somebody nude in their own fucking house. This is, people are even saying this is indecent exposure. No. She exposed herself to him, right? She forced his exposure onto her. She could have just left it on the door, left it on the front door, and just walked away. No, she had to fucking keep on looking. She had to keep looking.
Strikes and just expect me to be like, "Oh, I just better shut up. I just better sit here and be quiet. I just better not say anything else. I've lost my job, my only way to pay my bills and make a living. I've also gotten assaulted, and the police are doing nothing to help me. So let me just shut up. The videos got taken down. Nobody has to know what happened to me." No, I'm going to keep telling my story. This is the only justice I'm getting, is exposing this man and having posted that video and it has gone viral. Now he can live with shame and embarrassment if people have seen it and knows who.
Shame and embarrassment. Absolutely. This is a thing where it shows you that women are absolutely heinous. I'm sorry. Women like this destroys the sisterhood. Women like this Destroys the sisterhood.
He is, or where he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one being punished. He's not getting in trouble with the police. He didn't lose his job if he has one. Like, what's going on with him? Why am I getting fired? Why are my videos getting taken down, and why am I getting strikes? Like, I'm about to lose my account. I was assaulted. I'm the victim. I lost my job. I'm the victim. Right? Is this making sense to any fucking buddy? 3 days ago, October 12th, 20.
Doordash has responded regarding the situation where a driver says she was SA'd by a customer. We take reports of this nature with the utmost seriousness. We want to be absolutely clear. This dasher was not deactivated for reporting a SA. If a dasher ever experiences something that makes them feel unsafe or
Exactly, Mrs. Smith said. Modern day deluxe victim.
uncomfortable, we urge them to please contact our support team immediately so we can help, as their safety and well-being matter deeply to us. At the same time, publicly sharing videos taken inside a customer's home, especially when personal information is involved, raises privacy concerns and is a clear violation of our policies. In order to protect everyone's safety and privacy, we've deactivated both the dashers and the customers' accounts and are working directly with law enforcement for additional guidance. In case this is the first time you're hearing of this, a TikTok creator who goes by IRL Monster High Doll says that while she was out delivering a DoorDash order, she walked up to a customer's home where the door was open, lights on, and he was lying on the couch with his pants around his ankles, fully exposed. She shared what happened on TikTok, but the video was taken down and she got a strike. Then DoorDash deactivated her account, meaning she lost her job over it. After viewers told her to report it, she did contact police, but apparently nothing's going to happen because the man was inside his own home. She now says she feels silenced. And I just want to add my 2 cents. When she said she had been SA'd, I thought she meant she had been physically harmed. There's been a lot of debate in the comments about whether this actually qualifies as SA. Personally, I think it falls more under.
That's the thing where women, I mean, these studies of SA, catcalling is SA, right? Catcalling is SA.
Indecent exposure. That doesn't mean she's not a victim. She absolutely is. She was forced to see something she never consented to, and now she's being punished for it. At this point, I think
She wasn't, I don't, she wasn't forced to see it. I don't believe that.
her best option is to contact a lawyer. Does she have a case against the customer or maybe even against DoorDash for wrongful termination? What do you think?
So that woman was not fired from DoorDash for reporting a sexual assault. I want to preface this by saying nobody should be subjected to other people's genitals without consent, okay? Please, before you grab your pitchforks, let me explain the legality behind it, okay? So per the information that this woman has uploaded to the internet, she was dropping off food at somebody's house, noticed that the door was wide open, and a man was sleeping on his couch with his pants around his ankles. She then took out her phone and started recording him in his house and then uploaded that to the internet. She decided to report him to DoorDash over this. They ended up blocking him so he can no longer use DoorDash. And then later on, they ended up firing her, essentially, blocking her from DoorDash as well. And it's not from her reporting a sexual assault. It's from probably this man finding out that she posted him naked on the internet. Because you can't do that, right? Now, to the legality of this, okay, every crime consists of different elements. And in order to be charged with a crime, you have to meet all of the elements of that crime. In most crimes, one of the biggest elements is intent, right? Like, you have to have intent to commit that crime. Obviously, there are crimes where there is no intent, but you can still be charged with something, right? But that's not what's happening here. This man was sleeping on his couch. You have to prove that he had the intent to harm you in some way, whether it was mentally or physically. You have to prove intent, and it's really hard to prove intent when he is sleeping, right? If she felt the need to record this man to give proof to DoorDash or to the police if she wanted to make a report, that was on her, right? But where she went wrong was uploading that to the internet. You can't record somebody in their own home indecent and then post it on the internet. I just want you guys to think about it if it were the other way. Do you know how many people would be up in arms if it were a woman who was, I don't know, wearing a robe and the robe fell?
And that's the thing where no one is thinking about. None of these comments, right? None of the comments think about what if it happened in reverse? What if it's the other way around?
Open. She passed out after ordering DoorDash, and her door was open for some reason, and it was a man. It was a male DoorDasher who came and started recording her while she was indecent and then posted it on the internet. It would be a 180 flip from everybody up in arms over this situation, right? You have sexual harassment, sexual assault, sexual battery. And you are valid being a victim of any one of those. As tragic as this story is, I think it lacks intent to prove that it was meant to be harmful to her. I truly don't think she would have lost her job if she didn't post that on the internet. I think she should have just gone through DoorDash, and if she felt the need to make a police report, then do that, and she could have gone that route. Because at the time, DoorDash did what they should have done, and that was block him as a customer. They don't have any kind of authority to do anything else there. And if you wanted something else done, then that's when you go to the police. And then they decide whether what he did meets all of the elements of any kind of crime to be charged with. As unfortunate as it is for those involved, there are things that you should not bring to the internet, at least immediately. Like if you reported him to the police and, there was a trial, whatever, like that's just something that you wait until it's all sorted out. Or if you're not getting the justice that you think you deserve, then sure, go further and explain what you need to on the internet. But again, you cannot post people in their homes on the internet like this in their own privacy. So that woman was not fired from DoorDash.
I find it extremely ironic, all of the people in my comment section and the DoorDash driver online claiming essay was not essayed. And I know this will probably get me canceled and it'll rile up a lot of people. She was not essayed. End of story. Stick with me. Watch this.
They just punished me for posting about my sexual...
How a woman who had been essayed should be treated. This is not how this should go down. And I couldn't fathom it. But then I went and watched the rest of her videos. And stick with me for this.
Requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on. And they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
That was not essay. It wasn't. And if we want to call that essay, then every time there is a public nude protest or a public nude parade that marches through cities and towns or conglomerates in major cities and towns where people out in public are exposed to it without their consent, then every single one of those people can be charged with essay. Fair is fair, right? See, this man was still in the privacy of his own home, seemingly asleep, per your own words. And we don't know if maybe he isn't feeling great. Who knows what happened? Maybe he thought he closed the door and didn't latch it all the way and the wind blew it open. Maybe he's got kids, because those little turkeys do not always close the door or close it all the way. So much fun. Yeah. Now, if he did do it intentionally, great. Charge him with harassment. Go that route, whatever. But the fact is, you don't know what happened. He wasn't awake. He didn't confront you. He didn't do anything lewd or lascivious. He was just there and exposed. Gross, yes. Worth filming and then posting online, and then after that, like a day or more later, then making a police report and reporting it to DoorDash? Yeah, I see why they canceled your contract. 100%. See, if you had called and made a police report first, made a report with DoorDash after that, and then had this happen and then shared everything online, I might side with you a little bit more about retribution. But given the timeline and scenario of things, no, you're not the victim here. Sorry, not sorry. So I hope this reaches the right. I find it extremely ironic, all of the people in my comment section and the DoorDash driver ladies saying that indecent exposure is absolutely SA. But yet when I bring up nude bicycle rides and protests through major cities. Oh no, that's not. That's different. That's hypocrisy. Because if you think that seeing somebody naked in the privacy of their own home is SA, but that this isn't, when people in the public are exposed to it.
And you know, if you watch, like, I've seen some of these, like those gay parades things, right? The pride parades, fucking, you know, they indecently expose themselves a lot. So that's crazy, but that's what women support.
Have to see it without their consent. Yeah, we've got bigger problems.
Being mature is realizing that that white girl that was DoorDashing and lost her job because the dude assaulted her, she lost her job for a great reason. Now that DoorDash explains it, that dude was in his motherfucking house in the comfort. And to be honest, when she said it, I didn't really believe her whole story, because it's like, girl, I was suspicious about the door being wide open. They said that dude had a door that was y'all know how you have like a screen door and then your front door might like pop open when you close the screen. Well, they said his screen door was closed and locked, and it was his front door that was like a little bit open. And she looked in his house even though his instructions said leave at the door. How the fuck you gonna turn around and say somebody assaulted you when you the one who looked in his house, stopped right there to stay and pull out your phone and then record him? Like, just by the way she got on her crying and hooping and hollering, I just knew that she did something wrong. Because it's like, girl, what the fuck you mean that man assaulted you? I thought she meant the nigga came out his house with his pants down, grabbed her, some shit like that. You was looking in that man's house. And you violated his privacy by fucking filming him and zooming in on him through a screen door. Because y'all already knew, like, DoorDash, they do give you a chance to submit proof and stuff like that. So you actually felt comfortable submitting a video of you violating somebody's privacy when his instructions said, sit at the door and walk the fuck off. He didn't have a code on it, so she didn't have to talk to him. Just set the food down and leave. And this is what the fuck we be talking about. Y'all be so motherfucking nosy and always minding somebody's business. Now you done minded your business the fuck out of a job. And now it's DoorDash's fault or everybody else's fault. What about that dude who you have in your motherfucking phone? If anything, you violated him. That's where the fuck hard-headedness gets you. And then for you to try to play the fucking victim, I just knew something about it was just so dramatic. Like, come on now, because I've DoorDashed before and I actually have an account. Those folks is not going to sit up there and just let you go for no fucking reason. Now, one thing they can do better is when people be reporting you, the appeal process, but now they give you a chance to, like, drive it off your record type shit. But other than that, I just knew that girl was lying. She said the nigga door was wide the fuck open. He was just sitting there like, girl, bye.
The DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
I'm just watching other people's their thoughts and reactions to it, so, you know.
In the nicest way possible, what happened to this woman was not assault. It was harassment, and there is a difference.
How is a harassment? It is in someone else's home while they were asleep. Okay? They were knocked out. People do sleep in the nude. People do sleep in the nude. And we can't, I mean, the person was probably drunk, probably was out of it. So they probably didn't close their door correctly or securely. How's that harassment? Intent matters. Intent matters. And, like, seriously, not everything that you don't like, you can call harassment. You can call assault.
If she tries to sue, which I understand, I mean, depending on the state, like, I'm in Indiana, it's an at-law, like, it's an what's it called? At-law state, whatever. You can be fired, and they don't have to give you a reason. That's how it is here in Indiana. I don't know about where she's at. But if she wholeheartedly believes that she was fired and for no reason, okay, that's fine. Sue. But if you are going to sue, your wording matters. That court is going to tear you apart if you say that this man assaulted you when he didn't even touch you. The definition of assault is to be physically harmed or physically touched in a way. This man did not touch her. He was
And you know what? In observation, in like, if you take a step back, she harassed him, right? I would think women, like, if the thing was reversed and a man recorded a woman naked, asleep in her house, right? Asleep in her house, wouldn't that be more harassment?
buttloads of feet away from her, passed out on his couch with his pants down. Yes, weird. Okay, that's just indecent exposure. Indecent exposure is not assault. If it was, all these rock concerts I go to where the girls are flashing their boobies, I would have been assaulted all those times. No, that's not how that works. You were not touched. You have to be touched to be assaulted. That literal definition of assault, okay? And, you know, I say it as like, hey girl, like if you want to sue, make sure you use the right wording, because these courts they will tear you apart if you say you were assaulted when this man did not touch you. I'm just trying to help a girl out. I've commented this on the video as well, and everyone's like, oh my God.
I want to show this because there's like a bit of divide where women are saying that this is assault. Women are saying that this is indecent exposure. Women are saying, I mean, like, again, women are saying, you know, what is this? That this man did it on purpose, stuff like that.
God, how dare you do the victim blaming? Hi, I've actually been assaulted. Hi, multiple times. I was physically harmed, unconsensually. That is assault. What happened to her is not assault. Period, point blank.
Y'all, let's clear something up. That DoorDash driver wasn't...
Oh, we can see the video. I don't know. I question that, right? Was the door open like this, or did she push it open, right? I mean, right now, okay, here's the thing where you can't, this is the video. It looks like they're showing a quick clip. You cannot, see, now this is the problem where you can't trust women. You cannot trust women. False allegation. She says he assaulted her when he didn't. So could you trust that the door was open a crack? Or did she push the door open so she can record him? All right, you can see that. You can see right here. I guess this looks like he's naked.
Y'all, let's clear something up. That DoorDash driver wasn't fired for reporting a sexual assault. She was fired for posting a naked man on the internet. Here's what really went down. She dropped off food, saw the customer asleep on his couch with his pants around his ankles, and started filming him. Then, instead of just sending the video to DoorDash or the police, she uploaded it online for everyone to see. At first, DoorDash actually did the right thing. They blocked the guy from using the app. But later, they ended up deactivating her too. Because you can't post someone indecent in their own home, even if what you saw was uncomfortable or inappropriate. And legally speaking, it's tricky. For something to count as sexual assault, there has to be intent proof that the person meant to expose themselves or harm you. In this case, the man was reportedly asleep, which makes proving intent almost impossible. She absolutely had a right to feel violated and report what happened, but blasting that video online crossed a legal and ethical line. If she had just gone through the right channels, DoorDash support, or even the police, she probably wouldn't have lost her job. Moral of the story, not everything needs to go viral. Some things belong in a report, not on TikTok. Y'all,
They just punished me for posting.
Because you weren't sexually assaulted. Like, look, maybe this video gets me in trouble, but she was not SA'd. Like, I know this video went super viral, and everybody's like, oh, poor dear. Guys, she was not SA'd. What happened was she was door dashing. The person that she was delivering to put on the instructions, leave my order at the door. However, when she got there, the door was slightly open, and she went in the motherfucker's house, and in the house, in this person's own house, this person was passed out with their junk exposed. That's not SA. She wasn't SA'd. It was a person in their own house, not wearing pants, told her to leave the shit at the door, and she said, nah, I want to go in this person's house. And then recorded video in the home of the person who told her to leave the shit at the door. Yeah, you weren't SA'd. You just invaded someone's privacy. You went into someone's house and was upset by what they were doing in their house, even though they told you to leave it at the fucking door. Yeah, you're not the victim. The person you recorded passed out in their own house. They're the victim. You're a creep.
Have you guys heard the story that's going around about the DoorDasher who was allegedly
there's already said it, right? He had a some people did say that, he did what he did, right? He was playing with the meat, playing with his meat and fell asleep. Could happen.
SA'd by one of the customers she was dropping off her DoorDash order for. I've been following it pretty closely. I've been listening to all the videos, and I want to kind of talk about it and see what you guys' opinions are on it. Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm a criminal defense attorney, specifically a public defender, and I think this is a pretty interesting case study that we should all take a look at. So the story goes that the woman who is the DoorDasher, who has subsequently been banned from DoorDash and has lost her job, the individual male in this case has also been blocked from DoorDash, accepts an order, goes to this man's house, sees that the door is open. Mind you, the request was to drop the DoorDash at the door. She goes to his house, is supposed to drop the DoorDash order at his door, sees the door is open, looks inside and sees this man on the couch sleeping, nude, exposed waist down, okay? He's just chilling, sleeping, naked, okay? He's passed out, and she decides at that point to lean in and videotape him naked, exposed on the couch. She then goes online and she posts the video and says that she was SA'd. This was SA. Okay? Now,
I do hope that there is more to the story where if he did something, he made some, if he pressed charges, that would be funny. That would be funny.
Let's break that down. All right? There is no criminal or penal code law that I know of, and I do this for a living, that would constitute sexual assault for that at all. Because you have an expectation of privacy in your own home. Indecent exposure requires a public element, okay? Or an intent element. And intent is very specific, right? You have to intend to do these things, which a sleeping man cannot do. I also can't find a way to make the elements of the crime of sexual assault, sexual battery, RAPE, fit any of those factual patterns at all. Now, before you grab your pitchforks and you're like, oh my God, support all women, I get it. This is the problem, is that for this to be qualified as SA, you would have to overturn Supreme Court case history, which is Lawrence v. Texas, which allows for you to do things like privacy acts in your own home. You are entitled to an expectation of privacy in your own home. Now, Lawrence v. Texas dealt with, it was actually a landmark case. It overturned case law before it that allowed for gay men to have sex with one another in their own homes, in the privacy of their own homes, and that they couldn't be held criminally liable for any of that, okay? That allowed and that expanded private acts in private homes and that expectation of privacy in your own home. He's protected by what he does in his own home. She breached that by going into the home, not even going in necessarily, but by recording a private act in his home and then uploading it to the internet. Now, you can feel however you want about it, but criminally, I can't find a way to make these facts and circumstances fit any definition of SA. I can't. But I'm curious on how you guys feel about it. So let me know in the comments about.
Okay, so all of you that are defending this man are telling me that it is perfectly normal, like it's just something that happens where you order food and within the 15 minutes it takes for this food to arrive, you open your door fully wide open, you turn on all your lights, you lay down on the couch, you take off your pants, you take off your underwear, and you fall asleep. Like that's the way you just prefer to sleep. In full view of the door, by the way, you just happen to fall asleep with everything showing. And with the amount of people saying, oh, why didn't she just leave at the door? Let me demonstrate this to you, okay? There's a door there. It's partially closed. Now it is wide open. Can you see things there when you approach that door? Yes. That is what happens when the door is open. That's how she saw him, because he wanted her to see him. She did not have to enter the house to see him and record him because the door was open. And I think it's crazy that she literally took a video so people would believe her, and people still don't believe her.
So she took a video of a man asleep, and to believe her that she was SA'd. The video didn't show her being SA'd. At best, that video showed her that she saw someone naked. Okay. Naked in their own fucking house. Okay, so what? I mean, like, some people gotta get over themselves, right? You gotta get over themselves. It's like, God forbid, right? You saw someone naked in their own fucking house. Sucks for you. Okay? It's so terrible for you that you saw someone naked in their own house. Okay. But again, someone naked asleep in their own house. This is I find it funny. So if a man, if this was reverse, would you be blaming, if it was a man at a woman's door opened, right? And he was recording her, he posted online, would you be blaming the woman that's naked? Or would you blaming the man that's recording this woman naked in her own house? Huh? Let's say it's not even an open door. What if it's like an open window, right? An open window. I mean, a window is really, what if a man is recording a woman through a window, right? A clear window. She's naked. Is that okay? She's asleep naked. Is that okay to record her? I hear no one talking about that. So that's not. Yes, exactly, right? Like Cha said, right? Cha said, so dumb. How would he even know it was a woman coming to his house to drop the food? It could have been a man, first off. Second off, she should be arrested, not him. Exactly. The Doordash doesn't tell you what gender it is. So, I mean, you telling me he's getting off if a man comes in and check him out? No. He was probably drunk. He was probably high. He probably, got knocked out. You order, you don't remember it. This magnitudes of reasonings, but it still doesn't matter. You recorded a man naked in his own house. Like I said, if it was reverse and a man recorded a woman naked, would you be blaming the man or the woman? That is the insanity.
Like, she straight up says the door was fully open, and everyone's saying, oh, why'd you open the door and go into his house? And there's no way anyone with critical thinking skills thinks he just happened to fall asleep. He was not asleep. Okay, so all of you that are...
I find it funny. I find it funny that, so we are victim blaming. He was not asleep. Okay, so really? So it's okay that, it's like, so we could use those excuses? We can make excuses to fit your narrative? This is why I wanted to see all these reactions. Because these are the insane reactions. It is okay to give, if we want to give women the excuses, make women excuses, we will make any scenario up, right? Oh, he wasn't asleep. He wanted this to happen. Right? I literally seen, okay, women beating up men, right? And then in the comment section, he must have deserved it. He must have done something to her. He must have done something to her to deserve it. We will excuse women's bad behavior. Women will excuse women's bad behavior. This fucking stupid ass sisterhood, this feminist mindset, okay? Oh yeah, that's just great. Let's excuse bad behavior. Recording someone naked, posting it online, sharing his information. He's the terrible man. That is the insanity. That is the insanity we are experiencing.
How long it would have took for that DoorDasher to be arrested if it was a man? Yeah, because y'all act like y'all didn't get what I'm saying. So I'm going to ask y'all this way. How long it would have took for that DoorDasher to get arrested if it was a man? Now, let's play the whole rollout, okay? All she had to do was drop that food off, take a picture, and take her happy behind back in that car. But she said that the door was open and this man is asleep in his house. Now, I don't understand where the sofa was. I guess it was right in front of the door. So let's give her all that. But if this man is asleep, and I don't care if he's butt naked from the head to the toes, when she pulled her phone out to record and then try to distribute those videos, what I mean is she tried to send it to DoorDash and then she tried to upload it on social media. If that was a man that pulled up at that house and pulled his phone out and record that lady without her permission, and then try to send it to DoorDash, and then try to put it on social media. Do y'all know y'all been around here talking about boycott this and boycott that? But because she on here act like she's a victim, number one, what is the definition of SA? Because that's not SA. What she's talking about is not SA. This is a woman that recorded a man without his permission and then tried to put it out on social media and was sending the pictures out. I'm going to ask it again. If that was a man, how long it would have took for his behind to get arrested, along with all the boycott y'all would have been yelling about? How long?
DoorDash finally released a statement about what happened with that girl and the DoorDash order, so let's talk about it. So as y'all know, this girl here made a video accusing some man of SAing her while dropping off his food. She says that when she went to his door was open, he was asleep on the couch, and he had his pants down, and you could see very inappropriate things happening. Now, the argument that is happening right now is it considered SA what she came upon? I don't know if I would call it SA, but I definitely would say that it's not okay to walk into that kind of situation. DoorDash did give her access to her money, and I think they denied her appeal, so she can no longer DoorDash. And y'all, DoorDash's sales literally went so low to the point where they had to respond. That's the only reason they responded in the first place, is what I think. It took social media for them to respond to this girl and for them to give her her money back. So I feel like no matter what you want to call what happened, DoorDash is wrong, and how they handled it is wrong. DoorDash finally...
So let me get this straight, DoorDash. You're punishing a victim of a crime for collecting evidence that the crime was done to them, and you are giving them a harsher punishment than the person who did it, because he just lost his access to one delivery service and you made her lose her livelihood. Shame on you. So let me get this straight, DoorDash.
What the hell do you want DoorDash to do to the man? And to say she's a victim is absolutely fucking insane. This is why, again, men do not believe victims, supposed victims. Men do not believe women, because so many women just want to be victims. So many women just want to be victims. Vert, what's up, man? What's up? Yeah, I mean, if he could, let's see if hope he could do it. If he could, let's see if he could do it. What do you guys think, right? What do you guys think this is SA? Do you guys think this is indecent exposure? Do you think he is wrong? Do you think she's wrong? I want to know your opinion. I just think that it is absolutely ridiculous. She wasn't a victim, okay? If let's give her the benefit of the doubt, right? Door was wide open. The man was butt ass naked in front of her. The couch was right in front of her. Okay. That is not cool. That's disgusting. I get it. But is it indecent exposure? I mean, even that the lawyer woman said it's not really, because it wasn't the intent. He was asleep, because again, there's no sign that he was awake. He was asleep, and it wasn't out in public. It was in his own fucking house. People can be naked in their own homes, okay? People are allowed to be naked in their own homes. So, I don't know. I think that woman wasn't a victim. I wouldn't really call it indecent exposure. I don't really blame that man for anything besides maybe he should have been more sober. But yeah, definitely, I don't think she's a victim. I think she could borderline on the you know, the abuser or the one that she like he's probably more the victim than she is. But what do you guys think?